Genesis chapter 2. The Garden of Promise. The work of creation was complete. The heavens stretched endlessly above. Oceans shimmered beneath the light. Trees swayed in the breeze. Rivers flowed with crystal clarity, and every living creature filled the earth with movement and sound. What had once been empty now overflowed with life, purpose, and beauty. God looked upon everything he had made. Nothing was missing. Nothing was out of place. Every detail reflected his wisdom, every creature its purpose, every landscape his artistry. On the seventh day, God ceased from his work, not because he was weary, but because creation had reached its perfect completion. He set this day apart, blessing it as a holy day, a reminder that rest was woven into the rhythm of life itself. Long before humanity would mark calendars or count the passing weeks, God established a pattern: work with purpose, then rest in his presence. But the story of humanity was only beginning. Before fields were cultivated and cities were built, the earth was untouched by human hands. No farmer had yet turned the soil. No harvest had ever been gathered. A gentle mist rose from the ground, watering the land and preparing it for what was to come. Then, with care unlike any other act of creation, God formed a man. Not with a spoken command this time. His hands shaped him from the dust of the earth itself. What had been ordinary soil became something extraordinary under the Creator's touch. Yet the figure remained still, silent, without breath. Then, God breathed into him. The breath of life flowed from the Creator into the man, and in an instant, lifeless dust became a living soul. The first man opened his eyes. His first sight was the face of the one who had made him. His first breath was a gift. His first heartbeat echoed with divine purpose. The man was called Adam. God had prepared a home unlike any place the world had ever known. Far to the east lay a garden overflowing with beauty. Every tree was pleasing to the eye, every plant abundant with life, every path filled with peace. Rivers flowed through the land, nourishing everything they touched before branching into distant lands rich with gold, precious stones, and rare beauty. This place was called Eden. Here, Adam would live. Not as a prisoner, not as a servant burdened with endless labor, but as a steward, entrusted with caring for God's creation. Work in Eden was not a curse, it was worship. Each tree Adam tended, each pathway he walked, each sunrise he witnessed, reminded him of the Creator's generosity. At the heart of the garden stood two remarkable trees. One was the tree of life, a symbol of unending fellowship with God. The other was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God gave Adam complete freedom throughout the garden. Every fruit-bearing tree was his to enjoy. Every meal had already been provided. Every need had already been met. Only one boundary remained. God spoke clearly. "You may eat freely from every tree in the garden except one. The day you choose to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, death will enter your story." It was not an invitation to fear. It was an invitation to trust. Love without choice is not love at all. God desired willing obedience, not forced submission. The boundary became an opportunity for relationship. As Adam settled into life in Eden, he explored its wonders. He walked beneath towering trees and beside flowing rivers. Animals of every kind crossed his path. Powerful elephants, graceful deer, soaring birds, playful creatures that filled the garden with life. God brought each animal before Adam. One by one, Adam observed them. He recognized their strengths, their beauty, their unique purpose. To each, he gave a name: the lion, the eagle, the horse, the lamb. Each name reflected Adam's growing understanding of the world God had entrusted to him. But as the parade of creation continued, a quiet realization emerged. Every creature had a companion. Birds flew in pairs. Animals walked beside one another. Yet Adam stood alone. For the first time in creation, God declared something was not good. "It is not good for the man to be alone." The Creator, who understood the deepest needs of the human heart, prepared to give Adam a gift unlike any other. God caused a deep sleep to fall upon him. As Adam rested peacefully, God took one of his ribs and carefully fashioned it into a woman. This was no second thought. She was created with intention, equal in value and purpose, uniquely designed to stand beside the man, not beneath him, not above him, but with him. When Adam awoke, he saw her. For the first time, another human looked back into his eyes. Recognition filled his heart before a single day had passed together. At last, someone like him. Someone who reflected the image of God as he did. With joy overflowing, Adam exclaimed that she was truly part of him, bone of his bones and flesh of his flesh. She would be called woman because she had been taken from man. In that moment, God established the foundation of marriage. A man would leave his father and mother. A husband and wife would be joined together. Two lives would become one. Not merely through shared homes or shared work, but through covenant, love, and faithful partnership. This sacred design would echo through every generation to come. Adam and Eve lived together in perfect harmony. There was no fear, no shame, no guilt, no hidden motives. Nothing separated them from one another. More importantly, nothing separated them from God. Each day they walked in the beauty of Eden. Each evening they rested beneath the Creator's care. The world knew no pain, no sickness, no violence, no death. Only peace, only abundance, only perfect fellowship between heaven and earth. Yet even in paradise, one choice remained. One tree stood untouched. One command had been given. And beyond the quiet beauty of Eden, an unseen darkness was waiting for the moment to test the trust between humanity and their Creator. The perfect world had been established, but its greatest trial was just beyond the horizon. To be continued in Genesis chapter 3,